Now, taxes are an important thing for a society that we live in. Were you going to ask me a question, hon?
No.
Taxes are an important thing for a society like the one we live in. Hey, don't ignore me and be doing your homework. Listen to me now.
Yeah.
And that's because taxes pay for a lot of things in our society. Some societies do not have situations where you pay taxes and the government gives you things. Can you tell me something that taxes give you? Colin?
This desk.
This desk, school. Yes, your taxes literally pay my salary. There are people who try to say that to kind of go over you. Any government job is paid by taxes, where they'll be like, my taxes pay your salary. You know who else's taxes pay my salary? My taxes. I have to pay my own salary, okay, in taxes. I mean, it's the tiniest amount of my taxes, right? But our taxes go into this general fund, which is dispersed to all these different agencies to use them in different ways. Connor? Roads, bridges, etc. All the stuff that you drive on. Anybody else? Yes?
I mean, it could be like a city park or something like that.
Right, a city park, anything that is used generally, all the national parks in the United States are maintained by that kind of thing. What else? Yes?
The U.S. military.
The U.S. military, that's a big one. Okay, the military, the Navy, all that stuff, that is a lot of money that goes towards keeping us safe, making sure we are okay. The police are also funded through taxes. Okay, so we need taxes to be able to kind of maintain the society that we're expecting to have. Otherwise, your parents would have to pay like 40 grand a year to send you to school. If their street was messed up in front of their house and there were a whole bunch of potholes on the street in front of their house, they would have to pay to get that street fixed. They are big projects that we just kind of can't afford individually, and so we pay for them together and work it out that way. Yes.
The only bad thing about taxes is how unequal they are.
What'd you say?
The only bad thing about taxes is how unequal they are, because a lot of the rich people have ways of just getting around a tax.
Well, we can talk about that later, but yeah, there are some people who are deceptive with that kind of stuff. Okay, so what we're going to do here is suppose that you work full-time and your gross earnings, remember what gross earnings are? Gross is all the stuff you should be paid, right? Super gross that you should be paid that much money. $519, that's so much money. Super gross, okay? Gross. And then we got deductions for $124.78. And if you're thinking right now, really, I should have been paid $519 and they're taking out $124, that's pretty normal, okay? You're going to be shocked the first time you see a paycheck and realize how much money they're taking out. But that's also good because then you don't have to pay thousands of dollars in taxes later because it's been taken out kind of for you, week by week. All right, so in your calculator, you're going to take 519. You're going to subtract 124.78. And I got 394.22. You guys getting the same thing? All right, now we're going to jump to the front side. I want to do number 3. 1 week, Carl Bennett earns $385 in regular pay and $52 in overtime pay. Can somebody tell me what overtime pay is? Renee?
You work extra, so you get paid more.
Right. Usually it's either beyond the time you normally would work, like your normal 40 hours, or it's in a specific time period when people don't normally work, like maybe your work doesn't usually work weekends, so you're getting paid overtime for working weekends, or like a holiday or something like that. So these two together are going to be added together first to get your gross pay. So I need you to take 385 in your calculator and add 52 to it to figure out what it should be. What was it?
437.
437. All right, so this is your gross pay. Gross, that's so much to be paid, gross. Total deductions this week are $113.62. So what this guy's going to do is he's going to take that 437 he has, subtract 113.62. Oops. Remember, you've got to be a reasonable person. I accidentally wrote times in here instead, and my answer would have been $49,651. I really hope you're not like If I take $430 and I subtract 113, I get 49,000. Nope, gotta be realistic about that. You guys got 323.38? Okay. All right, we're gonna do one more together and then I'll leave you alone. Let's go on the other side. We're gonna do number 13. Paul Henson works part-time. His gross earnings are $255, and these are his deductions below. What do you think our plan's gonna be to figure out his net pay, guys? Sawyer.
Add up everything that's being taken out and subtract.
Right, so we're gonna add up all of his deductions first. Looks like he's got FICA, we'll talk about that in a bit. Federal withholding tax, state withholding tax, and medical insurance. So you're adding all of those up on your calculator. I know you can add these up by hand, but why would you? What do you guys get?
199.12.
No, 55.88.
I was doing that thing.
You see this symbol right here? This is something you're going to see a lot in math, and I want you to write it down. It looks like an E, but with kind of like weird like edges there, right? And that's actually a capital Greek letter called sigma. And in math, it means the sum, like you're adding everything together. You'll see it in Excel. You'll see it all over the place, but that means adding something together, adding it, sum. So the total deductions are $55.88. And then to find out our net pay, like Sawyer said, we're going to take that $255. That is so gross that he made that much money. We're going to subtract $55.88. Is me making gross jokes helping you remember it?